Everybody, Jeff here with Kratos. We got another match for you today. It's going to be number 1R over on the Imperial side versus number 9 AFK on the Rebel side. I mean, number 9 APOC. We're waiting for them to file into the lobby and we'll get kicked off. The first map should be Hangar.
Yeah,
Um,
the fans, the APOC fans, they're just sitting here with their fingers crossed, just hoping APOC shows up, to be honest.
we want APOC here. We'd like to get this match done. So for the R side, we got Wicked, the captain, Eska 213, Cappy Killa, and Fire Hazard 98. For APOC, their lineup, it's a little bit of a secret right now. Uh, Kratos, do you have any thoughts on these two teams squaring up today?
Well, probably gun skill wise, you would say APOC maybe has the edge, but maybe you'd say teamwork wise and strategy wise, R has like a better chemistry overall. They're a bit more, they maybe communicate a little bit better. They don't complain as much too. Like
Yeah,
their team mentality is more positive, whereas APOC might be, if APOC has problems, it seems that
they might
they
tilt
do
easier.
go on tilt.
Yeah.
Yes, if R makes them have to work for it, that would be in R's favor.
Well, let's make
I
no
think
mistake. I
if
think every team tilts, but maybe R's got a better mental resilience. Maybe because they're more experienced in this game. That's all just conjecture. I mean, at least from my point of view, because we don't know these
well,
guys too well.
I think APOC has very high expectations for
That's
themselves,
true. Yeah.
and R's coming in with more of an underdog mentality, whereas APOC's coming in like we're just gonna beat these guys and go on to the next
Right.
round maybe. But
Even
I think
though,
there's still respect from APOC to R, but I
mhm,
think probably they think they should win this, whereas R
yeah,
might think let's just
R
give it our all.
only even though, like you said, they're coming with the underdog mentality. They did get second in the drop zone tournament, but only two members returning from that lineup. That's going to be
Yes.
Wicked and Cappy. So Eska 213 and Fire Hazard 98 will be filling in the shoes of Sniper and Chris Eska 99. And so we'll see how those two guys pan out here in the cargo tournament. Maybe that's why, like you said, they got a little bit of a an underdog mentality, not quite the same lineup as they had before.
Yeah. For Wicked's told me that he's very comfortable with Fire Hazard. They go way back. They played together for like 5 years on the old game, Battlefront 2. They have good chemistry, as they might not have played here, but they are comfortable with each other, and he can probably come in
Hmm.
clean and pretty easily. Eska, while he didn't start that much in the last tournament, he was a part of their second string. It does know the team environment pretty well. And we do have the full APOC lineup coming in right now.
Hmm.
And that is Revium, Devil Face, Touch My Wookie, and X Tragic.
So we should be getting into the game pretty soon. Um, I'm not sure if Revenant's team, I feel like they always use the same four guys. Do they have subs? They might have maybe five members.
Well, they have Brahma, who is also a
Oh,
pretty
they do have
solid
Rama,
player.
right?
They have a pretty dang good five-man rotation, if you ask me. They can rotate that around and do pretty good. The main
Hmm.
person that you'll probably always see is Revium,
Right.
and then they probably just swap out the other three, more than likely.
Okay,
Granted,
so
Revium,
who are your players to watch today on either side? If you had to pick one from each side.
well, the obvious answer everyone's going to say is Revium for APOC. Everyone thinks he's like the best player in this tournament.
Hmm.
Touch My Wookie even admits that like that guy is an animal and that
Hmm.
Revium's like probably the best player he's ever seen. And that was before they even joined up together. And
Right, that's
then
true.
for R, this is a bit more difficult, but since we haven't seen Fire Hazard in an actual match, like we know nothing about this
Yeah,
guy,
he
so
is the
you'd
wild
have to say
card.
Fire Hazard. You'd
Yeah,
have to say Fire Hazard for R,
the fire hype.
because
Um,
we know
yeah, go
what to
ahead.
expect from the other three R members.
Right. For me, I would say Wookie. Um, Wookie for the APOC side. I think he just has the ability to just slay everybody, just go like 40 and 10 in games. I've seen it. So I think if he goes big, even just lane wise, he can just ignore the cargo. He's going to make it that much easier for his team. I think for R, for me, it's Wicked. I know he's the leader. Sometimes he has good games, sometimes not so much, but I've seen him. He can have the good game, and I think he can carry the team in a big situation. So depending on how his performance is, that might dictate the performance of the entire team. Also, just morale wise, you always want to be the morale booster for your team. So if he can keep the team on track, I think that will bode well for his team's chances in this match.
And we're launching into this match right now on Imperial Hangar. Did the factions swap, or did they intend for it to be swapped?
Maybe they did. Nobody backed out, so
it should be
we'll
fine.
see what happens.
I'd have to look at the. I assume if they play, then it's the real thing.
For everybody just tuning in, this is number one R against number 9 APOC, and this is the first map, Imperial Hangar. And this would be winners quarterfinals technically.
Yes,
Yeah,
whoever wins this match is in winners, and guarantees a spot in top 5 placing actually if they win this match.
Top 5/6.
Yes,
top
6 technically.
5th if you're Mewtwo King.
6 if you're Scar, yes. And we're
everybody left.
This
okay.
Match.
So I guess.
Okay.
Well, I thought Wicked would use his patented no swap method, but I guess that didn't pan out, or maybe he forgot to use it.
I don't think he used it, to be honest. So I backed out. I hope I didn't back out, and they are playing.
I backed out. Wicked was the only person left in there. It said Wicked was the only person in there, so.
I feel like he just didn't use it for some reason. I don't really know why, but.
The factions did swap, which is, I assume, not what Wicked intended. He would probably intend.
So R definitely wants Empire. A lot of people are saying Empire has probably a 60-40 advantage, maybe even higher.
Some would say that Empire is so broken, it's just literally impossible to win if you're the Rebel side. Potentially. Not an opinion I hold.
Between equal teams, it's possible, yes.
It's impossible to win?
But I've seen teams win on Rebels, but maybe there's a skill discrepancy when that happens. I'm not really positive.
Well, R coming as an underdog per se. Again, we haven't seen this team square before, so this is conjecture. We've seen APOC and the damage they can do. R hasn't really been tested too much this tournament. So we're going to see if they can make up the ground on the Imperial side if they are, in fact, the underdog.
Yes, if they have Empire, they'll definitely have a bit of an edge here. But with APOC's middle control, they could easily just win regardless, despite maybe a little bit of a disadvantage, and overcome that disadvantage. They play right.
I mean, once it's daytime, it's all going to come down to kills and objective plays. So you can blame the factions all you want, but it's going to come down to plays.
Yes.
We're loading up. The factions did not swap. Oh, they did swap, and I guess Wicked anticipated that, so he does get swapped to his.
I think this time he did use the method you mentioned earlier, where he uses the spectator.
He seemed to got it down, and he knew that they were going to go to that side.
So now we're definitely headed into this one. This is a legit map here.
Too legit. So let's see in the chat if you guys want to. APOC to win, hashtag APOC win. If you want R to win, hashtag R win. Or tweet at us, Curtis. You want to plug the Battlefront Twitter, the FBFC Twitter? I don't know the handle off the top of my head. Is it like at
I should
SWBFC?
start doing that, but I'm not gonna do that for this match. But that'd be a good idea for the future. To really get our fans involved.
You can do polls on Twitter now too. So get a poll going.
Some teams, I don't know if we're at that point where we can have polls and be maybe 10 people.
It might just
voting.
be one person voting and it's just Sniper.
Or 100% APOC and it's one person voting and it's an APOC player.
Yeah. So we load up here. We see the Rebel side APOC will spawn on this lower side for now, and then the Empire side R will spawn on the higher side towards the rails.
To secure the cargo boxes inside the Imperial base.
Take a quick look. I will take a quick look. I'm going to take a quick look at the APOC loadouts, Kratos. Why don't you look at the R loadouts? So we got Tragic here with a pulse cannon. Wookiee with a quick double kill. See what he's got going.
Ooh. Good start for
Grenade and
Stormtroopers are in possession of the cargo.
jetpack for him. He does quickly pick up the cargo here.
on Wookiee.
Shot in the back, all of ours there.
Good response from R.
Revian picks up 2. Cavi with a flashbang and the jetpacks. A lot of jetpacks coming out. The other card seems to be, you know, personal preference.
It seems a lot of people are taking jetpack right now, which is, I think is mandatory on this map especially, because if you can't get up to those rails easily for chasing down flags, you definitely limit yourself a lot.
Protected.
So this is going to be tragic, taking out the cargo while on the other side, Wicked has the cargo.
And they do take down Revium.
Tragic goes down, Eska does return it. Wicked's still with the cargo over here. It's got on him.
Empire's going to go for the optimal route, and that's the top rail route, I believe. And it's very hard for the rebels to counter as they have to go, they spawn outside.
Yep. Wicked with his ion grenade. Here comes an APOC member. It's Revium. Gets jammed into the wall, falls through.
Uh-oh, that's not good.
And here comes the whole team.
Ooh, good job by Wookiee stopping that. R was able to get pretty far with the flag metal here.
Cappy patience
really
with
sure.
Wicked. I don't know how long I can stall though. They will be appearing on the map. And Wookiee's just gonna run this in. Ooh, good kill by Cappy there.
Just turn that corner there.
Mm-hmm.
And R's picking up the flag again.
Let's go 3 members of APOC though, pushing in. Eska here to defend. Gets Revium low, but does not take him out. Wookiee will pick up the cargo here. Does pick up the kill as he gets the cargo. He's taking it out front. With his rocket.
Cappy looks like he's going to try and go down middle here.
Cappy patience
really
with
sure.
Wicked. I don't know how long I can stall though. They will be appearing on the map. And Wookiee's just going to run this in. Ooh, good kill by Cappy there.
Ooh.
Clutch kill by Cappy. He goes to return now. He's going to take the cargo out to the left. Drops a proc bomb behind him.
Good awareness right there.
But he runs right into the rebel spawn. Wicked as well will go down. So a good play by Cappy to get the kill. But unfortunately does go down right in front of the spawns.
He stuffed that at the rim right there, as Mike would say.
And he had the cargo too, so you know that Wookiee saw him coming on the map. Was still able to get the kill on Wookiee. He might have got like a nice headshot in there to really come down really quick. Fire hazard running in now.
Yeah, sometimes you see a player pick up the cargo and they only focus on trying to score rather than to stop the cargo for the other team, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And you saw good awareness right there.
So ferocious defense coming out from both teams. Nobody gets very far with the cargo here. Aside from that one Wookiee run. We do have 2 members from APOC pushing in here. It will be Revium with cargo in his hands.
He's gonna look to go middle / outside.
So Revium running low. Wicked behind him takes him out, but was not able to get the return. We'll see if Wookiee will now be able to pick it up.
The Imperials have the cargo.
Cargo's picked up.
While this is all going on there, Wicked's team has taken the flag, and they got a pretty clear run up at the top rail right now.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anybody up there.
So you might have a clear run at this, to be honest.
Yeah.
He decides to take an odd route, though, as you can see there.
Ooh.
He decided not to go top rail.
Wookiee got trapped by Cappy, but Cappy's still alive.
Ooh.
He's looking for Wookiee again. Cappy set up in camp. A good kill from Cappy again.
Cappy has been coming up clutch this match so far.
He did go down to Devil Face, unfortunately, so he will go down. And Devil Face is able to clean it up for the score. 6-4 in favor of APOC. Here comes the
That should have
R-side
been
Wicked.
a trade. That should have more than likely have been a trade, but Eska decided to jump off a top rail and go down low for some reason.
We didn't see that because we were following Wookiee with the cargo, but...
Yeah. I was just letting you know. He had a pretty clear top rail, and he decided to jump off top rail and down. He possibly could have made it. Granted, he probably would have had to kill one person in his face.
Right.
Bit unfortunate for our.
Cargo returned by APOC.
And scoring the first flag, it's definitely very. It really helps your team get going, and
Yeah.
momentum-wise, it's hard to it's not that big of a deal. It's only one flag, obviously, but striking first, it just builds the confidence of your team from the start.
Get that first blood. We are on Cappy here with that EE3. Take a quick look at the scores. Cappy leading his team in kills and points here for R. It's going to be Revium 17-7 leading his squad. Kills so far in favor of APOC. It's not about the kills, Kratos, it's about the scores, it's about the caps.
Yep, APOC is definitely outslaying here by a good margin. Not much happening at the moment. I believe APOC, after scoring, is going to go with a kind of like a full-time defender almost now.
Tragic hits Master Scout, sniping somebody out of the air with his pulse cannon. Great play from him.
I did not see that.
Yeah, got somebody as they were coming down. Does go down to Cappy though, so we'll be taking down to trait level 2. The Empire gets these high rail spawns. 4 deep right now on that high rail. Fire Hazard looking to sneak in from the mid. Nobody sees him yet.
Wicked just barely managed to get in.
Let's go on to Wicked right now. Wicked trading
Takes out
shots.
the bomb on the cargo.
Nice kill on Revium. 3 health.
Great job by Wicked. This could be a good flag cap by them. He took down the proc bomb, saw it there, and then also won the one-on-one. Meanwhile, that was very good play by him.
Does have the card refresh in his hand. Fire Hazard now.
I believe APOC is also running outside with the flag right now.
Tragic knew he was coming outside and took him down. Devilface took the long route underneath the platform.
Yes, a very, very safe route, and it's probably best to be safe when you have a lead. Ooh, Wicked cuts him off.
Not safe enough though. Wicked cut him off and shot him right down. That's the problem with the cargo. You're always on the map, and Wicked saw him coming, and Levelface had no way of knowing that Wicked was on the other side of that door.
Well, he knew eventually he'd have to go for that door, right?
Yeah.
That's it. Captain Kelly did get to midfield with the flag.
Yep.
But it is going to get returned.
APOC gets returned. Revium gets returned just before he dies.
And while Empire does get the spawns on top rail, you don't really that often this match. How much R members have you seen on the top rail actually?
Not too much.
Up there and firing. It doesn't seem like they're taking advantage of that spawn as much as they could have.
Now, you got what looks like to be Wicked being the main flag runner for R so far, always trying to get in there and run it out. Tries to take it out the middle, it gets taken down immediately. So they're going to have to find some more creative routes to try and get that flag back into their own base.
Yeah.
Wicked getting right in. The double jetpack from Wicked uses his card refresh to Huxtable his way into the base. And he looks to be taking it low. He will run into Wookiee. Wookiee takes him down right in the back.
Ooh. APOC looks like they always have a man watching the cargo, and they react very fast when the cargo is taken. That said, it doesn't feel like APOC is putting too much pressure on the enemy's flag right now.
No, not too much. Wicked always in there.
Yeah. Optimally, what you would want to do is try and get as much of a lead as possible. One flag is not a lead in this game.
Yeah. Wicked, I think he's doing it now. I think they need to start taking top rails. I think that's the safest shot for them, considering most of their spawns, like look at their spawns right on the other side of that door. That door cannot be opened. But
just in this situation, they need a guy top rail already, like cutting off the routes. They do not have a guy stationed.
Now Wookie chooses to take the flag. Wicked will run into Tragic. Doesn't see him coming. Shot in the back, and Tragic get the return.
SK213 are going to be on him.
He does.
They take him out.
But are able to return their flag, and we're back to square. Lots of shooting going down in the middle. Wicked getting taken down in the air.
R just needs to have a guy stationed up on this top rail, at least at all times right now. They're not doing enough of that. They're kind of all like filing into that flag and all going too much of an antline almost. But they're not like, they're making it very easy for Revium's team just to cut off the routes at any point they choose to, rather than like, plan ahead. Yeah, maybe. You're seeing Fire Hazard take it right down middle right now, I believe.
Let's get on him really quick. He's stalling in the doorway. Does get taken down. As will Wicked, and it should be a return for Revium and his squad. I think maybe you need to pick Cappy up on the rails. You know, he's been doing good with his slaying, 24 and 21 right now. So definitely one of the better shooters.
Cappy and Wicked have been partnered up, so I believe they are the offense here. But it feels like all of ours going offense at this point, which is fair because they are down. There's 3 minutes left. You have to go offense.
Yeah, plenty of time. It's only a one-score game.
That said, without top rail control, Empire is not that good.
Right.
I'd have to say that. I could be wrong, but that'd be what I'd say. You have to have top rail control if you want to run that Empire route. Without it, you're pretty much screwed.
See, Wicked gets a partner spawn from Cappy, able to help him out, get a kill, but goes down to the thermal imploder. Yeah,
Wicked takes a lot of pride in their him and Cappy's ability to partner spawn. They're very patient with the partner spawns
as well. There you go, gets another one. Okay, he's got blockers out in front, goes straight down to the pulse cannon. Now the cargo's flashed, Esther can't see, but he's running anyways. He's running straight for his base, he's jumping, he does not...
He's doing his best.
It's a bloodbath, cargo's still in the middle, it's anybody's cargo here. Here comes Fire Hazard, goes down.
Looks like Revium's team is gonna stop it with the reset though.
Good reset.
That was close. That was close.
That's a situation...
lot of things happened.
That's a situation where you see the gun skill come into play clear as day. It's just a slugfest, a slaughter in the middle. Whoever's team comes out on top and kills is going to get the cargo control.
During all that chaos, I believe APOC did score. I'm not sure if you noticed that.
Yeah, I didn't notice that either. So 3-7 actually. Wicked's team having to make up 2 scores now to tie it. 2 minutes left.
This is where you definitely have to pull out the goalie. You have to go all balls
forward.
Deep. You don't have any time to spare.
Cappy gets a couple kills. He's running, but Tragic takes him down.
They're doing alright here. The R5 might try to stop him. And a pulse cannon by Revium. And Revium gets a double kill.
The slaughter. Cappy camped out, goes under a grenade behind the container
these
there.
These pulse cannons by APOC have been very, very precise, very on point. You're not seeing many bad pulse cannons.
Tragic and Revium, they're using it as a shotgun, they're using it as a sniper, and everything in between. They're using it whatever they need to get the one shot and get the takedown. It especially
makes sense if it makes up for the disadvantage if you do have good pulse cannoners on Rebels, because you spawn outside, so you have this big view, right? So if you have a pulse cannoner, you can stop the top rail run, if you know what I'm saying. They have to go outside on top rail at one point. And if you have pulse cannoners, you can stop that top rail run. I know it's still a disadvantage regardless, but in the case where there's pulse cannoners on both teams, it might be top rail still has advantage, but R doesn't have a pulse cannoner, and Revium's team has 2 of them, and that's kind of made the difference in these flag runs. So maybe just a better team composition from APOC put together here.
Definitely. Well, they've definitely practiced the pulse cannon. That may work to their advantage. Cargo's already being taken by Revium. He's going to take it outside. Wicked jetpacks in. Does find the kill, but he goes down, so Tragic's gonna be picking it up. But Cappy and Wicked gets a nice partner spawn with Cappy, and they double team with Tragic to take him down.
They're gonna stop this just for their confidence and their morale. If they can. They were not able to return it, but I believe it is impossible for Revium's team to score at this point.
So it will be the return, the pickup for Wookie, but you won't be able to score that will be the map to APOC 7-3. So a close game all around. Fervent defense coming out from Cappy Killa and the R side, but they weren't able to convert those many flag pickups they got. APOC got way fewer flag pickups, but were able to convert those.
Yes, the slaying from APOC has really shown itself on the first map here. They got good rifle skill. Their pulse cannons, like you said, are on point. It's gonna be hard. Maybe it just takes a new map, a new approach, and then R will do better on this next map. But we'll have to see.
That game went the full length, an absolute bloodbath. We saw kills in the 40s for some players in there.
Yes, R were definitely not afraid to put their bodies out there.
There you go.
They were just going in nonstop, and APOC made sure just to keep on killing. And they just kept on killing. And
to me, it
kept trying to get the score. And
yeah,
that's the fine strategy. Just to keep going. Eventually, you're gonna score. But
yeah.
APOC was just too resilient, and when they did pick up the flag, they made sure to react fast and communicate well and cut off all the routes very well.
It doesn't seem like APOC had like a defined strategy or form or sort of layout of how their team was going to play. They got the flag pulls when they could, and they got the kills when they needed to get the scores. You saw basically everybody picking up the flag at different points. Wicked's team seemed more like a little bit defined. You had Eska and Firehazard maybe playing a little more defensive, and Cappy and Wicked trying to get the partner spawns to bring the flag up the field. So APOC maybe just relying on their slaughtering skills to carry them through their game, and it worked. You had players easily over 2 KD on their side. So we'll see if that'll come out again, rear its head in the second map. And R will have to make up some ground.
I'm not sure what the second map is.
I think the third map is Badlands. So
third map is Badlands.
I'm
if
pretty
it gets
sure.
to that point, that's going to be a very big struggle, I believe, if it does go to a third map. I just was invited by Wicked into the game, and it is a Rebel depot actually. And this is an interesting map. It looks like Revenue's team will have Rebels in this case, and many people say similar to Imperial Hangar. Except this time there's a faction advantage, but the Rebels have the advantage on this map because the Sunroom is very easy to defend compared to the Empire's cargo room. That said, not as much open fighting here, so maybe gun skill isn't as much in play here. Obviously, it's always in play, but a little less on this map compared to Hangar.
Yeah, I think Hangar might be one of the more.
You're going to see more DH-17s here. You're going to see more pistol play in general. Wookie will obviously stick to his E11. He likes that weapon. He's very smart with the weapon. But for the most part, you'll probably see a lot of DH-17s here.
Yeah,
even
maybe
Revium will switch off his E3 favored and go into a DH-17 on this map, I believe.
Maybe a little bit of a different style might have to come off from APOC. I know that use of pulse cannons doesn't seem like that would work too well on this map. I'm not saying it's useless, but definitely not as good as it was in the last map.
It's still a one-shot kill, obviously, but without as much open area, it's not as optimal or good. They can still make it work, obviously, but it won't be as potent, probably. You don't have as many viewpoints and open area.
For everybody just tuned in, this is number 1 R against number 9 APOC. It's 1-0 in favor of APOC. This is the second map. I know somebody asked in the chat, so I just wanted to fill them in. It's best 2 out of 3, so if APOC does pick up this map, it will be.
Yes, this is match point for APOC here. A big thing about this map, probably, to break the defense, I feel like you need a thermal imploder. So maybe a little bit of RNG, but if you do get that thermal imploder and throw it in there, your team can rush in and get that cargo, I believe, off of that thermal imploder.
So we load in. Hopefully we see some hashtag BFC big plays. Second map, best 2 out of 3.
But yeah, so definitely keep an eye for thermal imploders, because that's the main thing that will help you be able to break a defense.
Mm-hmm.
I believe on this map, I feel like all teams at least have one defender on the
Locate the
cargo on
and
this
haul
map
it back
compared to
to
in
base
hangar where
safely.
you can be more mid control.
Mm-hmm.
But this map, I feel like you have to have one defender. I could be wrong, and both teams just go all out.
Everybody jetpacks onto the Falcon to start off. It's going to be Revium coming out of the control room. Quick takeout from Wicked. And we'll see if Wicked picks up where he left off, just diving headfirst for the flag. He's getting double teamed, rolls off the Falcon.
The cargo has
His
been
team's
picked
encroaching
up
on
by
all sides, but ours already snuck behind them, double facing Tragic.
Yeah, R did not have a defender, and because of that, APOC was able to get the flag scotch-free, and they're taking it through control room now.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I feel like you do need to have one defender at all times, and not having one is a bit of a mistake, because you can score so fast on this map, you know, and not to watch the cargo is a bit of a mistake. That said, they're gonna just try and meet each other head-on here.
So it is a trade, it's going to be one-on-one for the cargo.
It's close. Fire Hazard's the one holding it down for his team.
Each team's on the wrong side of each other here. Fire Hazard
Yes, this is a very awkward situation.
Well,
you
see,
have
ours
to be
trying
very
to
aware of
encroach.
everything.
Ours trying to, I mean, now our APOC's trying to pincer here. Fire Hazard's still in this room. Eska shoots him in the back.
Man. Come on, Fire
Eska's
Hazard,
double
let's
face.
go,
Now
baby.
here comes Fire Hazard off to the left, but he's taking shots in his back.
Oh,
And Tragic there just in
okay.
time, charging up his pulse
His
cannon.
team's there to pick it up, though.
It's the
Ooh,
kill.
that pulse cannon by
Tragic
Tragic.
goes
A
down.
trade. As is trade, I think. The flag is still in the same spot. R has a chance at this.
We'll see if anybody can get the return not too far from the APOC base. But Wookiee returns it
Wookiee did
anyway.
return. That was going straight at each other. Looks like very good option by R.
Yeah, great plays coming out.
APOC did have the lead in the base race kind of there, so they decided, let's just go right at them, not let them get the lead. And that was smart.
A good flank from Eska to get the kill, but he did go down in the trade with Tragic. So
Another pulse
square.
cannon trade by Tragic. He keeps on just trading every time right now.
It seems
Whereas
like he's
I
never
believe
going to lose.
Well, on Hangar, he would always just win the gunfight outright, but this map, it's just trades, and it's still trading, so that's still a good thing, but maybe the pulse cannon isn't as potent as it was last map.
You have two members of APOC pushing in. It's going to be Revium and Tragic. But the three members of R in the base is too much. They take him down.
Good job by R. I feel like they could definitely have one defender station so their team didn't have to worry as much about that cargo defense. But I'll stop talking about that because it's even right now.
Wookiee hits Master Scout. Let's get on him. He's got no jetpack, so which I think is I like to do that. No jetpack. I think flashbangs himself. I think, but flashbang and grenade does seems to be pretty OP in a lot of situations.
The only place where the jetpack is very valuable is when you're chasing down the desert route.
Right.
And someone does decide to go there. That helps a lot in that situation. Otherwise, it's not too important. It just helps you go a little bit faster through the middle sometimes.
So Wookiee, after going 6-0, shoots the rocket into the wall. Failfish.
I did not see that.
Kills his own 6-kill streak, unfortunately.
Can we get a hashtag BFC big plays in the chat?
BFC unfortunate plays.
Right now, APOC is electing to go control room right now with R's flag.
Reverend with a nice imploder. But here comes Devilface coming down the left side of your screen.
He decided not to go control room and decided to go for a middle route instead.
But Eska's looking to meet him head on, but he's going to find two members of APOC. And Revium takes him out.
Imperial forces returned their cargo.
Devilface is still where he was. And he is taken out.
I think Wicked taken down.
Returned.
Good return from Wicked. So 3 members from
Very
R, 2
close
members
contested map so far.
Definitely. Cappy hits Master Scout
Alright.
now.
Eska is elected to go desert. He is taken out immediately by Revium though. But Wicked Bullet takes out Revium right after. And R actually has an R5 stationed in the APOC's cargo right now.
And they base. Trade's going down there in middle. Wicked's got members
gonna
out
go
in
the
front.
fast.
This could be a good
Yep,
run for
and
him,
we
but
got a partner spawn.
look, you got Devil Phase and Wookie already camping the base.
Ooh, missed the pulse cannon by
Tragic missed the
APOC.
pulse cannon, an unfortunate miss for him. And here comes Wicked, but Devil Phase elects to pick up the cargo.
Ooh.
Wookie looking for the shots. Wookie takes him
Ooh.
down.
Three kills for APOC there.
The
I
cargo's
believe
still out.
Cappy's the last one standing.
Cappy versus Esk gets the return.
Oh,
Tragic looking for the
Eska's
return.
there.
Can Tragic get it? He does get the return
shit.
just before he goes down.
Woo. If he had not gotten that return before he died, it would have been a score for our big play by, was that Tragic, I believe?
So close by Tragic as he was going down, his dying breath was able to return the cargo. Big play coming up from him. He died for the cargo. So he made up for his. He was the one that missed the pulse cannon in the back just a few seconds ago. So he definitely made up for it.
Yes, he missed that pulse cannon by a hair, but he does return that cargo by a hair. So
and you gotta think of if only R had a few more people shooting him.
Yeah. Maybe even if the guy who shot him went for the headshots instead, maybe even.
Right.
I didn't really see what happened, but
it's the way the cookie crumbles, as they say.
Indeed it is.
Do you actually go for headshots in this game a lot? I don't think I ever consciously. I don't think I consciously go for headshots.
When I used the A280, I did.
Okay.
Just because it felt comfortable for some reason, I did. And I felt like I had to go headshots with A280 because it's a little bit weaker than other weapons. That's it. When I'm using DH-17, I just shoot. Sometimes I aim for the upper body. I don't aim for people's feet, obviously.
Yeah, I gotta aim for the chest. It seems like the widest area. It does feel good when you do get the headshot, though.
Yes, it'll kill very fast.
I could see in certain situations, like when you know you're down HP, you kind of I gotta aim for the head if I want to win this duel.
APOC is running the flag. They are going to be cut off in their room right now, as you can see.
They gotta get the clear out here on Wicked and Cappy. It's just one man. Wicked doesn't know that. Wicked looks for the kill. Tragic takes him down with the pulse cannon. Cappy, the last man left. The room is clear, and Tragic will get the green light to push in.
I believe it'll be a clear score for him. Good job by APOC being patient there and being able to run the cargo with a pulse cannon in your hand when you get your route cut off. You can charge a pulse cannon behind the wall and then just come out and shoot the guy waiting for you.
Yeah,
that's actually pretty cool. Actually,
good play coming out from Tragic.
Tragic coming up big for his team this map.
Definitely, the pulse cannon. Like I was saying, that the pulse cannon maybe not so good in this map, and Tragic has definitely proved me wrong here. A couple of clutch plays coming out for him.
Tragic's, he's coming up big right now. He's probably the biggest difference maker for his team right now.
Yeah.
The return, and then also that 5 score just now.
Right.
Great play by him.
It's the little plays that definitely add up for the team. Get on Cappy. He jet backs to the back of the room.
We have the cargo. Get it back to base.
And he's looking at taking to the right. Fire as they're trying to get out in front of him.
I believe he does have a clear run. Oh, double proc bomb kill by Revium.
That
is unfortunate for R because they might have had a clear desert route.
But
that said, they are back there. They are back there and fast.
And Fire has got the partner spawn with him, so not too bad.
I believe someone is going to be there to stop him from APOC.
The
He's throwing
imploder?
up a pulse cannon. It looks like. Ooh, and the pulse cannon as well on top of that. Ooh,
Tragic very low HP. Fire has it looking to get some pot shots in. Tragic came out from the wall too soon. Tragic had to wait a few more seconds. For his health recharge, but he goes out too soon. Fire has it sitting on the cargo waiting to find somebody. It is Revium, but Revium takes him down.
They've returned their cargo.
And right now, Team APOC is running down cargo with R's cargo.
Yeah, Devil Face taking out the left side. Eska 213 looking to get some shots. Goes down on a nice grenade from Devil Face.
We're seeing rolls by Devil Face here. And will we have a clear route here? Looks like all of ours actually.
Ours all camped in this room.
They're gonna have one guy run away with the cargo though. Probably a smart play by them. And just keep 3 there, I guess.
They have an R2 in the base. Cappy is an R4, R5 in the base. So patience is the name of the game here for R.
Wicked's running down middle with the APOC cargo. Guy from control room though.
So if they can get this score and this stop, Wiki gets taken out, gets double teamed over there in the background. That cargo will be returned, so it's going to be up to R to stop this push in from Devilface. But the two members of APOC are crashing in. They're going to try and stop the camp here from R.
The cargo has been picked up by the Alliance.
APOC is so patient with this cargo right now, Jeff. You have to be impressed with the amount of patience.
Regan gets a double kill. He decides to finally come out of his shell. If it does go down, it's just going to be Devilface left. Grenades in.
Oof. It's Fire Hazard
with the cargo.
It honestly,
very close to getting the kill on Devilface.
Having the cargo when you're the guy trying to stop their cargo is very difficult because they know you're there, right?
Yeah, I know he shouldn't have picked it up. That's what I was thinking, but Devilface does punch it in.
This is gonna more than likely require a miracle from R. Some very great play from R to bring this back because APOC is going to just focus more on defense. They might even have 4 people to defend right now. Just because that's how easy it is to defend on this map. Having a lead on this map is very big.
Yeah, it's so hard to get into that room.
Hangar, it's being down in Hangar, that's not as demoralizing. This map, it's a big deal.
Wookie gets Master Scout. We'll go on him.
And as I said, APOC does look like they're having at least 2 people stationed in this cargo room. Perhaps even more. It's gonna require... Right now, if I was R, I'd be looking for all the power-ups right now. I'd be looking for a thermal imploder. That's what I'd be praying to RNG right now. Look for the thermal imploder, because that's the only thing that's gonna save you.
Yeah.
You can say I'm wrong about that, but at least a rocket, correct?
They need a big power-up. They need a big power-up to get in there to help them give like the 5-on-4 advantage, so to speak.
There are power-ups accessible on this map right now that they can pick up and go for those. And maybe it takes some more time up, but you're not going to break a defensive setup without a big power-up.
Yeah, you're definitely
and
not.
APOC's not going to be contesting for these power-ups because they're just defending right now. You have to take advantage of the power-ups. Even if you have to go around and walk a few little while.
Tragic gets his 6-kill streak over there on the desert side. So R slowly pushing in, trying to chip away, trying to get the kills. Cappy jetpacks in. Shoots backwards. Yeah. Does find the kill on
R is not willing to give up here. They are not willing to
give up.
They
got Wookie on the left side too. The Cappy goes in the tip.
He picked up the cargo though.
He does have the cargo, okay.
It's gonna go desert.
Bug. But he does have it, it goes down.
Ooh, he gets taken down.
Now Eska has it.
Splashed. He's running. He's gonna run control room.
I think they're wasting too much time. They just need to pick a side and go.
Although he actually changed his mind and selected to go middle. I think he should have just went control room there.
He's got shooters out in front. It's just going to be Wookie. That will be a tough one-on-one for him, but if he can pull it off, it's going to be a score for him. Tragic tailing Wookie as well. Get the fire spot from Revium.
But there was one man at the rim trying to stop him.
There's too many people out in front.
Actually, a Viper droid as well.
He gets flashed, he gets grenaded, he goes down.
4 members of APOC there. 4 members of APOC.
The whole APOC, everyone and their mom is in this base, and they get the flag carrier to stop it at the last second. Wookie hits Master Scout. He goes down.
And that's like the 30th time he's hit Master Scout.
Minute and a half left. It's 2 scores up for APOC.
R needs to score by the 45-second mark, I'd have to say. They have to score by then, or it's over.
So Cappy picked up a power-up. He does have a rocket. We'll see if he can make use of it. Now, R's struggling just to get out of a base right now. Fire has a jetpack onto the Falcon. He will be followed by Eska. Fire has it going straight in. It doesn't look like there's anybody up near him, but getting the cargo is not the hard part. Scoring it is the hard part.
Yes. They have to go metal route, maybe, even now.
Yeah, they're too slow on
being
time.
smart and taking that route. The Fire Hazard had someone behind him. Ooh.
He goes down, and Cappy's gonna have to be there. Cappy's gonna get flashed, though. He does.
Yep, he is flashed, but he's still running. He knows he has to run no matter what.
He's trying to wait.
Go, even if you're low. Ooh, and he stopped. That's probably game here. And it was a good match overall, and very close.
Yeah, 30
Just
seconds.
A few plays.
Not enough time for them to score. We'll see if they try and pick up the cargo here. A few more kills going down. APOC just Got the flying V right in front of their base, and nobody else is coming in. Nobody else is touching our cargo. Captain sneaks in the side though. Gets the power up.
We've picked up the cargo.
He's got an R5. And he's got 5
Let's
seconds
try and
left.
see if he can
We'll
make
see
a
how far he can
5-second
get
run.
it. Yeah.
And he's not.
And that will be the game 2-0 in favor of APOC over number 1R. You could see just an absolute slaughter in terms of kills. It looks like R unfortunately not make up the difference in the kill differential with their objective gameplay. But it's still, despite what the kills say, the game was very close, like on a knife's edge.
It was just a few plays. You know, like a few plays was the difference.
Yep.
Big plays by that map. It was definitely Tragic who was the main difference maker for APOC. But overall, very good slaying and whole by APOC as a whole there, of course. Slaying isn't too important in cargo. That said, slaying does matter for those big plays, obviously. When the plays, you need a play, you're going to have to kill people.
Right.
You have to kill people when the time comes.
So this, like you said, the slaying not as big as if you just looked at the scoreboard and said, "Oh wow, this team, really crushed it in terms of kills." Not as big a difference as you would think in a cargo game, but when it comes down to it, and the cargo's on the floor in the middle of the map, then it's just team slayer. Who's going to come out on top? Who's going to touch the cargo and bring it back to their base? As you saw, Tragic just got a clutch kill and was able to touch it back to his base just at the last second. And that seemed to make a huge difference. Got his team out in front. They were able to score one more time without letting up any scores from R.
I believe R didn't score this whole entire match, and that really speaks to APOC's control, their defense, the ability to cut off routes. Good teamwork by them. They did not tilt, it seemed. They seemed pretty calm. It was not an easy match by any means for them. They showed a lot of composure here, and they showed that they were the better team today. Definitely
one of the more intense matches of the tournament. We hope to see many more. So that will do it for us. It's been Jeff and Kratos. Thanks everybody for tuning in, and we'll see you at the next match.